Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2022-23 season. My name is Dan and I do apologise for being late today. For some reason, my internet has been really dodgy this morning. Hopefully, like everything is going to work fine. Hopefully the stream actually works, I guess. Maybe there's a bit of lag. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what's going on. But internet seems to be working okay at the moment. So hopefully we can get a stream going for the next couple of hours. Hopefully we're going to get some early team news today. So make sure you stick around for that. But yeah, again, apologies for being slightly late there. But we're here now. We are here now. Finally we're here. So yeah, guys, I've seen a lot of fake team news so far this morning, like very unreliable sources, people basically just making up team news for clout and trying to, I don't know, just trying to get followers and likes and retweets and stuff. Like this has been happening. So hopefully we'll get something a little bit more reliable. I don't think we'll get anything for another maybe hour, if I'm completely honest, before we get anything reliable. So yeah, unfortunately, don't think that we're going to get anything too soon, but we might get something soon. I kind of doubt it. So, yeah, anyone who's asking, is Foden starting? Is Haaland starting? I wish I knew. I'll tell you what I've got right now in terms of information, because I've got some information, which is good. So, last couple of days, we've had some news from better than he was the previous week. So, he's looking very good. He's looking very sharp, which is very good to hear. So that's positive news. And kind of moving on from that, we did also find out that Haaland has travelled with the squad. So he is with the Man City squad to play Fulham. So whether that means he's going to be on the bench or not sure. We've also got news that Foden has travelled as well. So I would say that both Haaland and Foden, based on that, are probably going to be on the bench today at the very least. So I appreciate that's not quite the level of information you're probably looking for right now. Hopefully we can get something a little bit better before too long. But for now, that's what we got, guys. We know that is to find out for sure. Oh, I can see the stream may be lagging right now. Again, apologies, guys, if the stream is bad today, like laggy today, but we'll try and do our best. We'll try and do our best. A few people asking about Callum Wilson as well. Wilson is, was apparently earlier on the week. But guys, please let me know what's going on with the stream, by the way, because I'm getting some warning messages on screen. If you can still hear me at the very least. Well, he has a podcast basically, and on that podcast he said that he was kind of feeling, whole stream freezing, or is it just the video, or the video and the audio keeps timing out? I wonder if I can fix this. Okay. Audio is cutting in and out, freezing. Okay, let's why is my internet so bad today? What is going on? Okay, let's try and fix this. Let me try and fix this. I've got a super chat from someone random. I should probably read this before I try and fix this. Someone random says, all I want is for you to call me Sugar Daddy one more time. Someone random, you are my Sugar Daddy. I had to take a -4 to get rid of Son and Tony. I feel like I had to have Haaland uncertainty as well. Yeah, maybe, I guess. All right, guys. Well, yeah, with that done, if we keep freezing in and out, then what I will do? Oh, we seem to be stable at the moment. No, we're gone again. Right, I'm gonna reset my internet. I'll put it in the chat just in case you can't see this, but I'm gonna reset my internet. Be back in 5 minutes. Hopefully you guys will wait. Although it seems stable now. We seem to be stable again. All live streams seem laggy today. Okay, maybe is this a nationwide thing? All right, we seem to be okay at the moment, actually. I was going to be right back and reset my router, but I think we're okay. Yeah, apologies, guys. I would have this on my phone as well, but I live in a pretty rural area, so I don't even have 5G. I don't have 4G in this area. I have 3G, and that's kind of in and out. I'm living in the past. Yeah, we seem pretty stable now. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, if it does it one more time, I'll reset it. But yeah, again, apologies, guys. I don't know what's going on with my internet. I really don't. Am I streaming from the FPL surface? Feels like it, doesn't it? Anyway, apparently you guys didn't hear what I said about Wilson. Okay, so Callum Wilson, earlier on in blackcurrant squash toast for Zachariah. Cheers, my friend. Wilson appeared on his own podcast earlier this week, basically saying he was feeling a little bit run down. He was feeling a little bit ill. And from there, we kind of panicked a little bit, and he got flagged on FPL because he was ill, I guess. But there has been comments from Hal, who said, you know, he's hopefully feeling better, and hopefully it's going to be fine for the game. So it still seems like he's not going to be 100% for the weekend. But, you know, it's like a little bit of illness. It's not an injury. It's not a knock. It's nothing like that. It's just a little bit of illness. And, you know, this also was 3-4 days ago as well. So maybe he's feeling better by now. Hopefully he hasn't deteriorated. Hopefully it isn't COVID. I don't think it is COVID. I think we may have heard about it if it was COVID. So overall, my internet has just dropped again. Oh, no, we're back. Yeah, overall, I think it's still worth going for Wilson. If you've already bought him in, I know a lot of you guys have already bought in Wilson, and if that's the case, then, yeah, you definitely want to be keeping him. I wouldn't sell him again. I wouldn't bench him. I would start him. So, yeah, it's not going to be 100%, but, you know, like 95% he starts. Like 95%. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good, if I'm honest. So don't worry about Wilson too much. Of course, you never know what's going to happen in football and in FPL, but at the same time, it's not panic time with Wilson. It's not panic time at all, so don't worry too much about that. So there we go. Patrick has said in the chat, the knockout cup starts based on this week's score too. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. It's a pretty interesting one. And by the way, guys, anyone talking about, I know I've seen a few people in the chat talking about -4s. Giandro's just put in a super chat, says, hi Dan, Mitrovic and Zaha to Nunez and Almiron for a -4. I would consider that. I think I would genuinely consider that. Nunez is a bit of a troll though. Like, Darwin gets a lot of chances to score, but doesn't actually put too many of them away. So, yeah, be aware that Darwin may troll you a little bit, but the fixture in game week 16 is good for Darwin. So that game against Southampton, I kind of like him for that game quite a lot. I like Almiron for this game week as well, again against Southampton. So, yeah, overall, would I do that -4? Potentially, yeah, potentially. The problem I have is when people are taking a -4 for like a straight swap from Zaha to, you know, Trossard or Rashford maybe. If you are doing that, then I think that is a big risk to take a -4 to do something like that. If you're taking a -4 to make two massive transfers that really improve your team, that kind of depend on one another, so you have to take a -4 in order to make these moves to free up the cash or whatever, then yeah, I would consider doing it. But a straight swap, and you're not reinvesting the money or anything like that, then probably the -4 is not worth it. Because remember, we only got 2 game weeks for that -4 to pay off. So you kind of got to work out if it's going to be worth it. And Zaha, remember, has a Nottingham Forest in game week 16. So I would be tempted to hold Zaha for just a little bit longer. Just a tiny, tiny little bit longer if the only way of removing him is with a -4. If you can just do a straight transfer to remove Zaha, then I would probably do it. A few people asking for a bench list. I haven't made one. One of the reasons I started slightly earlier is because I thought we would do a bench list live on stream. I create it from scratch, and you guys can tell me what players you want to see on the bench list. But sadly, we haven't really got going yet. Again, guys, I may keep repeating this, so apologies if you guys are, you know, in the stream for a while. But I know new people are going to keep coming into the stream and asking about Haaland and Foden. Right now, we know that they're with the squad. We don't know for sure if they're going to be starting or not. There is no reliable news that I've seen out there yet. But of course, hopefully we are going to get something by deadline. I'll keep an eye on Twitter. I will keep my ears to the wall about everything. So hopefully we'll see. Hopefully we'll see and get something. I hope in about an hour's time we'll have some reliable team news regarding Haaland and Foden. So stay tuned for that. We are crossing our fingers though. Can't guarantee it. Can't say it for sure. But I will. Right. Okay. Shall we do a bench list? Should we get started on a bench list? I think we should. Let's find. Where's my? What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. We need to remember my internet was down, so we need to refresh this page. All right, so this is last week's template, so we'll just remove all players. I guess, guys, the first things first is suggest me some players that you're considering benching. Not players that you're going to play. I want you to suggest in the chat some players that you are thinking about putting on the bench this week. Put that in the chat and we'll add them all to the bench list. Meanwhile, I'm going to go on Fantasy Football Hub, I think. And a few people have asked about captaincy. I'm going to go on the points prediction page. I did show this in yesterday's video. I don't know if any of you guys caught that, but in terms of points prediction for this week, it's all about Man City players. So basically, captain a Man City player is the general gist of things. De Bruyne actually has the highest predicted points, but there's also Haaland up there, but predicted slightly less minutes. So you can see here, 66 predicted minutes for Haaland. So that's why his predicted points is a little bit lower, because we're not quite sure how many minutes he's going to get. Right, I can see you guys banging some players in the chat there. Let's get them added in. The big one I've seen a lot of you guys suggest is Mitrovic. So let's put Mitrovic in there first and foremost, and then we'll go from there. Who would we play above and below Mitrovic? So let's also get all the fixtures up so we can make sure we know who's playing who. That's the wrong page. There's some terrible suggestions like Callum Wilson, like. Do I really? I guess he's flagged. Some people are just going to worry about that. So let's put Callum Wilson on there. Webster and Gahey. Webster, I mean, I've still backed the attackers, but I put Webster up there. I wouldn't put Gahey as high as Webster this week, I don't think. Just because Brighton play against Wolves, very good fixture. Crystal Palace against West Ham, decent fixture for a defender, but still not amazing. Zaha, people are asking about. I would play Zaha over Mitrovic, I think. Ben White plays against Chelsea. That's a kind of a tough fixture. I would probably put Ben White between Webster and Gahey. We'll put Dunk next. We'll put Webster and Dunk together. There's no point in making separate categories for those guys. Castagna plays against Everton. Where would I put him? Probably, it's because it's an away fixture. I'd probably put it like there. Nico Williams against Brentford. A Brentford team without Tony, though, which is interesting. I still think Nico Williams is kind of a last resort kind of player, though. Who else have we got here? Saliba. Let's put White next to... In fact, I'd rather play White than Saliba. I think there is a difference there. I think White is a better FPL option, genuinely, than Saliba at this point. Not just for the price. Not just for the price. Andreas, I'd probably put pretty low, to be fair. I'd probably drop him beneath something like there. Still back the attacker, but I feel like obviously you have to play 3 defenders. So naturally, you are going to play players like White, Saliba, Castagna, Gahey, Nico Williams ahead of Andreas because you have to play 3 defenders. James Justin. Justin can go alongside Castagna. There you go. Rashford? Yeah, I mean, you play Rashford. For sure. Gabriel. All right, shall I put Gabriel next to... I'll put him next to Ben White. There you go. We are just covering the same the same defenders, aren't we? But everyone seems to have players from the same defenses, but different defenders from each team. It's quite wild. Dallo as well. I mean, you play Dallo, don't you? Like, he's pretty high priority. You play him probably above a lot of these guys. Solanke, you play Solanke. I mean, some of these suggestions, guys. Like, you're seriously considering benching Darwin and Saka. I'm not putting any of these. I'm not putting players like that on the bench list. No way. I'm going to put Anderson slightly higher than Gahey. Leon Bailey, I would arguably put him bottom of this list. Solanke's already on there. Michael, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Throw in some blackcurrant squash emojis in the chat. Just say hello. Shrewsbury's going under the radar. I'm not sure about that. Foden, if on the bench. I'm not going to put it on screen because I know that's going to confuse people. If I put Foden on this bench list, even if I write the caveat out, people won't read it and people get confused. So, like, let's just park the Foden and the Haaland chat with regards to whether you should bench them or not. As of right now, you play both of them. If we get some new information... In fact, shall I just put them both on? I think I'm going to put them both on the bench list, which is going against everything I believe in of putting these must-play players on the bench list. But just right as of this second, and we may change this later if we get any new news, let's put them there. Let's put them there for now. You start them ahead of pretty much anyone because the upside is so high. So high. Right, any other interesting players that might want to go on the bench list? We seem to be clutching at straws here. Players like Saka, Trossard, Harry Kane. You play all of these guys. Edouard is kind of interesting, but I don't think he'd be too high of a priority. Again, back to the attacker, but it would be pretty low, I think. In fact, you know what? I would probably rather play some of these Arsenal defenders than Edouard. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put him all the way down here. I can't call that game. I think that's got maybe a 1-1. It's a difficult one. Emerson Palmieri. I mean, again, that's not really a play you typically play. Probably, you know, what are the chances of him actually starting? Let's just, like, he goes last on your bench, really, typically, doesn't he? Almiron, like, come on, guys. You guys are seriously considering benching Almiron? Surely not. Surely not. Trossard. Why is that? Are you seriously considering not playing Trossard? He's in great form. He's got a game against Wolves, who have been weak recently. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Do I really have to put Trossard on the bench list? Fine. Although, would I put him above or below Rashford? I'm not sure. That's a tough one. I'm going to put him there. I'm going to put him there. Hamid says, Dan, please say my name. I'm a big fan of yours from Bangladesh. Hamid Ronon. I've said your name. I don't know why you want that, but I mean, no problem. But I'm not putting Kane on there. I'm not putting Kane on the bench list. You don't bench Kane. Please don't bench Kane. Do I really have to put... I feel like I'm not answering any of the difficult questions. I'm answering the easy questions. The bench list is supposed to fix those tough questions for benchings. But you cannot be benching players like Harry Kane or Firmino or Rashford or Trossard. You cannot be benching these players. You cannot. Firmino, you can't be benching him. Scamacca, you can't be benching him. I don't really know what to say. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you have to play him. Bowen, you have to play him. These are not going on. Zuma and Perisic, I guess I can see why you wouldn't play him. Zuma I would consider playing. Perisic, not so much. There is a chance, there is a genuine chance that Perisic plays in a slightly more forward position though. So, people asking for Doherty as well. All right, Doherty, Perisic, and who was the other player I said I was going to put on? I can't remember now. LeBron, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel as well. Thank you very much. Enjoy the emojis. Right, let's put Perisic and Doherty on first. So Perisic, I'm going to put way above Doherty, I think. So I'm going to put Doherty down. Yeah, I'm going to put him here. Perisic, I'm going to put slightly higher, just because there's a chance he plays in an advanced position. And there was one more player I said I was going to put on, but I can't remember who it was. Who was it? Oh, it was Zuma, wasn't it? It was Zuma. Stop talking about benching Saka. You're not going to bench Saka. You're not. Just don't. You're not like you're saying you're thinking about benching him. You're not. You're not. Right. Kurt Zuma. I feel like... I mean, he is pretty good for this week, isn't he? Pretty good. I would put him here. So let's put him there. Mark Habib with the super chat here says Sanchez or Ward. I think I would go for Sanchez. I think I would go for Sanchez this week. Martinelli. Don't bench Martinelli. Don't bench Wilson. Oh, don't bench so many of these players, guys. You cannot seriously be thinking about it. Come on. Come on. You guys are better than this. I know you are. You guys are smarter than this. You're not going to bench your best players. Surely, 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 surely. Ofcor is echoing the sentiment. Some of the name players in the chat. It's quite wild. It's quite wild. Daniel Southgate says, please listen to me. De Silva, he plays Forest. Do people still have De Silva? He can go down there. He can go down there. You have to bench someone? Yeah, you do have to bench someone. You don't have to bench Harry Kane. One of the top scoring players in the entirety of FPL. Fayad says Webster versus Castagna. If you check the bench list, you can see that I have listed... Oh, hang on. I have listed Webster ahead of Castagna. Not Mitrovic. Webster is ahead of Castagna, so Webster is your answer there. Nikhail says, hi there. Dropped 100k last week. Salah, Martinelli and Almiron punished me. Kane did nothing. What time is leaked team news? One free transfer, Wilson or Almiron. I prefer Wilson to Almiron just because of the penalty factor. And Wilson has better underlying numbers as well. We can have a look at that. If you want to have a look quickly at the Newcastle numbers at the moment. Per appearance. If we take it to like past few game weeks particularly, you can see that Wilson's numbers are a little bit better than Almiron's. I say a little bit better. There's not a massive amount in it, but also, you know, with Almiron, like there are other midfielders you'd probably want to go for right now. Trossard, Rashford, maybe. In a kind of similar-ish price bracket. Martinelli, if you don't have him already. Whereas Wilson, like in terms of forwards, we've got Mitrovic who plays against Man City. We've got Firmino and Nunez who play against Spurs. We've got Jesus that plays against Chelsea. We've got basically a bunch of... Kane who plays against Liverpool. Basically, we've got a bunch of forwards, all really, really difficult fixtures, where we've actually got some midfielders that are good options. So it seems like a Wilson kind of week. If it's Wilson versus Almiron, if you can only have one, I would go for Wilson. Also, in terms of team news as well, we've got nothing yet, but hopefully we're going to get something soon. Dyer. People have Eric Dyer, don't they? I forgot people have Eric Dyer. Okay, let's put him on the bench list. Pretty low. I think I genuinely prefer the Crystal Palace defenders. I think I genuinely. Tanishk says, Dan, tell us about Jesus, please. What about him? What do you want to know? Is he? He is available, isn't he? There's not been some mystery injury I didn't hear about. No, he's fine. Yeah, Jesus is fine. Difficult fixture, I guess, but Arsenal are in good form. You know, you probably keep him if you have him. Probably. Pascal Gross. All right, let's put Gross on. I'm like people asking like about Bowen. I can see in the chat as well. Like if you own a player who is 8 million or more, if you are unwilling to play them, if you're thinking about benching them, then your answer is to sell them. Because there's just no point in having those players that you're thinking about not playing, and you spend that much money. Nikhil says, want this week to be better, had depression last week. Well, I hope you're feeling better this week, Nikhil, and hopefully we can get a nice, good, much more predictable, hopefully, game week this week, and everything will be very happy indeed. Michael's got a super chat here as well, says, -8 points hit this game week. Is it worth is it worth it or not? I can already tell you, Michael, probably not before even reading this. But here, this is what you've said. Salah to De Bruyne, Tony to DCL, Mitrovic to anyone, I guess Wilson. No, I wouldn't do it. Tony, I would make the Tony move. Just do the one transfer, Tony to Callum Wilson. Or if you really want to go Tony to Calvert-Lewin, then fine. But Tony to Callum Wilson, I do prefer. So that's what I would do, Michael. Hopefully that helps. And thank you very much for the super chat. And thank you very much for the super chat, Sophie, as well. How many games before the yellow card resets for players like Dalot and Jesus? Good question. It changes seemingly every year. I wouldn't worry about it now because obviously during the International World Cup break, you get unlimited transfers anyway. Maybe we can revisit this one a little bit later. I mean, maybe we could should we just look it up? But yeah, basically with the there's a few players on 4 yellow cards. And if they get a yellow card this game week, they miss 16. If they get a yellow card in 16, it doesn't matter because you have unlimited transfers between 16 and 17 anyway. So the only worry really is if they, players like Dalot, who's on 4 yellow cards, the only worry is if they get a yellow card like right now, right? But anyway, let's have a look because I'm not sure. When do yellow cards reset? Is that a good... Okay. Oh, wait, no, this is the World Cup. We want Premier League. So when is it this year? Oh, God, I'm not subscribed to Athletic. Do I have to be subscribed? I don't know if you guys can even see that. Okay. According to Premier League rules, any player earning 5 bookings from their side's first 19 Premier League matches will serve a 1-match ban in the competition. So, therefore, we've got a few game weeks left. So, yeah. Basically, players can continue to be suspended until it will be, for some players, game week 20, because obviously one of the rounds of fixtures was just kaput, disappeared into the ether, and is going to be rescheduled later on in the season. So it'll be game week 20. Well, it'll be game week 21 where it resets for some teams, and game week 22 where it resets for some other teams. So game week 21 and 22, depending on how many games a team has had, because obviously different teams have played different numbers of fixtures, and that is also important. So hopefully that answers your question. Basically, yeah, players can still be banned. If they get a yellow card in 16, they'll still be banned for 17. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, the chances of your player getting their 5th yellow card in this specific game week, because next game week it doesn't matter, is pretty low. So, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it is my answer. Panther King, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Make sure you throw some emojis in the chat. And have I missed anything else in the chat? James says Zaha to Dejan Kulusevski. I don't think so. It's a bit of a risk. I am hearing that Dejan Kulusevski could be back for the Liverpool game, which is good. But I'm not sure that transfer is worth it. Like, Kulusevski, even when he's playing, is he that much better than Zaha? Possibly not. And drop Mitrovic. Yeah, it's an option to sell Mitrovic for Wilson. Like, it's not the worst transfer in the world. I'd consider it. Not something you have to do, but you can. People still asking about Saka on the... You know what? I think I understand why people are suggesting like these really good players and that are considering benching good players. It's because of the bad fixtures, isn't it? Some people purely play fixtures and like think as soon as if Salah plays against Man City, then well Salah plays against Spurs, everyone suddenly says, well, Salah, please work. No. Oh my word. It's not going to work here today, is it? It's a bad day. It's a bad day for the internet. This is not the day I needed bad internet. Oh my word, are we potentially back? Oh my word, we're back. I think we're back. Oh my word, yes, we did it. Okay, we're back. And we're getting team news as well. The great news is we are getting team news and we're back. Life is good once more. Hang on. Let me get everything back on. Oh, what? Apparently, my computer's been weird, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back. Let's get the bench list. But alright, guys, bear with me. We'll just get everything set back up again, and then hopefully we'll. It seems to have been my computer because it seems to be like normal now. So that's the bench list on screen. That's FPL. We need to stretch that out there. So I'm just doing a bit of admin. We are so close to being back to normal. Oh, guys, I have to say, I appreciate everyone who just stuck around then. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. You absolutely did not have to do that. You did not have to stay. But you are absolute legends for sticking with me. And I cannot express how much I appreciate that. That is really, really cool of you guys. So, right, we're back. Plenty of time before the deadline. We've got 15 minutes and we are going to be giving you team news from Man City in 15 minutes. Please leave a like on the stream to celebrate being back. I would appreciate that. Wow. Oh, that was so stressful, guys. I can't apologise enough. That is so unprofessional of me. So unprofessional. I should maybe try and figure out to put in a backup option in place. It's never happened before. Or has it? Maybe it's happened like one time before. But generally, that's hopefully a very rare occurrence. So, yes, okay. Let's try and answer some questions, guys. Of course, says you need to upgrade your PC. I hope not. I hope not. I've got a Mac that is only almost a year old now. About 9 months old. So it's pretty high spec. It's a good one. So it's not the PC that needs upgrading. I don't know what it was that happened. My internet definitely needs upgrading, but better internet is not available in my area. So actually what I probably need to do is move house, which I am going to do as soon as I can. Like as soon as I can afford it, I will probably move house again and try and find somewhere with better internet because the internet where I live right now is just not the one. I need to move to I don't know. I need to move to a bigger town or a city. Drink blackcurrant squash for being back. Cheers. Felix says, I forgot I was on your broadcast. I had you on my earphones and my phone in my bag. Suddenly your voice came on again. I'm so sorry. Surprise! FPL Mate's back. Alright, Solanke or Edouard? I prefer Solanke. Moving house sounds like something hard to achieve. Yeah, for sure, definitely. But, you know, if it's going to be for the benefit of, you know, the channel, then it might have to be done. It's not going to happen, you know, in the next year, probably. But it will happen eventually. Maybe we'll try and do something in like 18 months or something. Because I haven't actually lived in this house for that long. And, yeah, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. Because it's affecting Twitch streams as well. Anyway. Is Haaland going to start? I will tell you in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we will give the big reveal. We'll give the big reveal. So are you struggling with FIFA in this internet? Only when I stream at the same time. If I stream at the same time as playing FIFA, I lag. Otherwise, it's fine. Like my download speeds are, I think, something like 30, 35 megabits per second, which is... It's not good. You know, by modern standards in the UK, that's significantly below average, especially as, you know, I'm using the internet, you know, far more intensely than maybe the average household, I guess. My upload speed's, I don't know, like 5. So it's slow. It's really slow. But, you know, you work around it and maybe we'll move house. I hope we can move house. DCL or Solanke? Maybe go for DCL. 1.4k in the chat. Wow, thank you guys for bouncing back and coming back with me. Thank you for coming back. I do appreciate that. Yeah, get the likes in. That would be massively appreciated. Opinions on Jesus? Yeah, if you have him, keep him. I wouldn't be buying him right now. When you move and get a better internet, will you stream and record in 1080p? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. If the internet is good enough. I have the equipment that I have is all spec'd to to 4K, but I can't stream or upload in 4K because it just takes too long. So as soon as we move, it will be an instant big upgrade. So it will be worth it. Ward or Guaita. I've seen a few people ask Ward or Guaita. I feel like I would probably opt for Ward. I feel like I'd be tempted by Ward. But that's a close call. I have to say, that one is a pretty close call. Crystal Palace defensively just haven't been so good. Start one, Castagna or Mitrovic. I think I would. Oh, I kind of want to say I back the attacker, but at the same time, I kind of. You back the attacker, don't you? You don't really want to be playing 4 defenders if possible, do you? Rashford or Saka? This week, I'd rather go for Rashford than Saka. Ward or Raya? Probably Raya. Start Patterson? I mean, you could. You could start Patterson. Where would I put him on the bench list, Patterson? He wouldn't be super high, but I don't think he's like a non-option. Would I put him ahead of Castagna and Justin? Possibly not. Would I put him ahead of Doherty? Probably not. Would I put him ahead of Edouard? Possibly. Would I put him ahead of Anderson and Gahey? Probably not. Actually, yeah, I would. All right, Patterson, that's where I would put him. Patterson. So, yeah, he's like not bottom of the list, but he's certainly not a priority, is he? Trent or Webster? If you have Trent, I would play him. Panther King says, enjoyed your new World Cup stream. Can't wait for the World Cup to begin. Me too, you know. I'm going to try and get some content going. I'm going to be working on some stuff this afternoon. Vice captain as Trippier. I would just stick with the City boys, I think. Did you hear about the rumours of Man U and Arsenal interested in Almiron? No, I didn't, but I'm not totally surprised. The guy is on flames, right? I don't know how to say his name. Duvuk? DVC? DVCM? Duvkum. We'll go with Duvkum. Duvkum in the chat said, Mitrovic to Solanke and Zaha to Foden from -8. No, not from -8, no. I don't think that's worth it. Why is Kane not on your list? Because you play... Oh, my God. Right, fine. We're going to put in Kane. You guys have forced me. I'm going to put in Kane. I'm even going to put probably Kane ahead of Wilson. Like, play Kane. Do not bench Kane. Please. Oh, I hate the fact that I've put him on there, but so many people are asking. Yeah, you play Kane. You sense a KDB haul? Oh, I kind of feel like you're right, yeah. It could happen. Depending on early team news, like, I feel like I may have to bring in De Bruyne. I genuinely might do it. It is possible. Let's go to Instagram. Wait, am I logged in on my Instagram account? Yeah. We need to find... Who do we need to find? The team news guy. Can't remember what his name is on Instagram, but he's putting it on Instagram. There we are. Leaked lineups. Let's get that ready to go for in 10 minutes time. Switch Salah for KDB. It's an option. I wouldn't do it from -4, I don't think, because I like Salah for game week 16. Is Kane worth captaining? No, I really would stick with the City boys. I really would stick to the Man City players in terms of captaincy. Claudette says, I thought you moved like 6 months ago. I moved about a year and a half ago. About 18 months ago, I moved house. So, yeah, it would be pretty soon to be moving again. But, like... sometimes necessity means that you have to, right? Is Trossard a good for vice captain? For vice captain, I would just go for another Man City player. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys have Cancelo. I think Cancelo's a pretty safe, vice captain, I would say. If Haaland is benched, would you transfer him out? I don't think so, no. Because I like his fixture against Brentford. And you are gonna have to bring him back in again. I would just be probably benching. I think. Let's see what happens, and then we'll do whatever the instincts tell me. For me personally, anyway. Almiron or Trossard or Rashford? Choose one. Probably Rashford. Any news on Haaland? No, but I will give you the news on Haaland in 7 minutes. That's where we're getting the leak. We're getting the leak in 7 minutes' time. Hopefully, we'll get some Foden news as well. So yeah, those of you guys asking about Man City players, we will reveal all in 7 minutes' time. So yeah, look forward to that. So there we go. Pickford or Sanchez or Guaita next 2 weeks. I wouldn't really be making goalkeeper transfers at this junction, but maybe if I had to pick, probably Pickford. I would pick Food. That's who I would pick, Food. If Haaland is out, would you captain Rashford? No, I would captain another Man City player. Always, I would I'll show you. We've got a super chat here, and then I'll show you. But yeah. Joshua says, hi Dan, the big question I have is, will the Norwegian god start? I love the videos, mate. Much love from Australia. Thank you, Josh, or Joshua. Not sure what you prefer to go for, but you're a legend. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're getting early team news in 6 minutes time. So, Joshua, don't worry, my friend. Hopefully, we'll be able to give you a very clear answer on whether Haaland is going to start or not. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are very, very excited to get that early team news, to get your transfers made. And, yeah, just figure out what on earth's going on. I certainly wouldn't captain Haaland if he's benched. So if Haaland is benched, then I would definitely, not even vice-captain him. I would captain somewhere else. If Foden is starting and Haaland isn't starting, I think that's a really good sign, and I would probably captain Foden. If Foden and Haaland are both on the bench, then we're in big trouble. Okay. So, yeah, let's, a few people saying show team. I mean, you can see my team. I've not made my transfers yet, so there's not really too much to see. But hopefully, actually, I'm going to put let's put the vice captain on Cancelo. I didn't mean to do that, but I haven't done it yet. Yeah, so that's my team right now. It's not going to be, by the time we hit deadline, my team is not going to be that. So I don't know how useful that is for anyone, really. Go back to the bench list for a while, I guess. It's a little bit more useful. Martinelli to Foden, I would potentially do that. Is Foden starting? I'll tell you in 5 minutes. If Foden is benched, would you transfer him to Trossard? Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, if Foden is benched, I will probably transfer him out. So, I'm pretty sick of Foden. I bought him. I had him for 2 game weeks, and both game weeks he's been on the bench. Crazy. Crazy. Play Xhaka or Anderson? Ooh. That's a really tough one. I actually don't know, Bob. Jandre, I know what you're getting at. I'm not answering your question. I'm not saying anything. You can take away whatever information you choose to. Addy says, can you check my super chat? Oh, have I missed the super chat? It says I haven't, unless it came in when the internet was down. Oh no, here it is. I found it. Okay. Addy or ADI Hussein. Bring in Wilson for a -4 or keep Firmino? Ooh. That's a toughie. That's a tough question. You know what? I'm gonna say take the -4. But be prepared that is a decision you may regret. You may regret that. But at least if you bring in Wilson, you've caught up with a template and you have the players that everyone else has, and you don't have so much to worry about, I guess. Apologies for missing that super chat the first time round, though. Lonnie says, Captain Trippier, thank me later. Ooh, I don't know. People are asking if Wilson's okay. I think it looks good. I think it looks reasonably good. He's, it was just illness from earlier on in the week. I'm hoping and imagining that he'll be pretty much better by the time he plays. When's his fixture? It's like, I can't remember what time it is, but it's tomorrow, right? 2 o'clock tomorrow. So, he's got a little bit of time to recover. I think he should be fine. So yeah, don't worry too much about that one, guys. We've got some nice 3 o'clock kickoffs today. What game are you guys going to be watching? I'm guessing the Man City versus Fulham game. Is there any other interesting things going on? Show India shirt seam. The India shirt seam is very nice. It runs like there in an arch. It's a good one. It's a good one. I love that you put cat beater every time. It's good fun, right? I mean, you may as well highlight the key issues in life. I am a cat lover. I can't. That sounds questionable. What I mean is, I think cats are fantastic animals, and I have one, and he's my best friend. Because because he's so amazing. Not because I don't have any other friends, because he's such a good cat, a good guy. A very good guy. Can you see my team? Yeah, if you like. I haven't made changes yet though. Show team gang, you're in luck. Because you can see as much of my team as you like, because that's not my final team. Because I'm not making any transfers until we get early team news, which we should be getting in 1 minute's time. Show jersey gang is better than show team gang. I have to agree. Right, let's have a look. Can we have we got the leak? That's from last week. That's from a day ago. We should be getting this leak any second now, guys. Any second. Shane Dawson. Very good. Very good. Right, soon. Noel says Foden to De Bruyne, Kane to Wilson from -4. Very much depends on team news, so it's difficult to say. Very difficult to say. Imagine it insta crashes. Don't even. Any word on Foden starting? No, we should be getting the news any second now. Any second now. As soon as I know, you guys will know. There'll be a slight delay in the stream, but within 30 seconds, you guys will know. From when I know. Please leak soon. I know. We will get the news. We'll get the news any minute now. I can't promise you because I have limited control about this, but we'll get it. Show team gang is coming in. The show team gang have arrived. What? Well, the deadline's for in like half an hour, right? The show team. No, the deadline's in 20 minutes. So the show team gang are slightly early, aren't they? Show team gang, why are you guys so early? Hey Dan, what's your prediction for the Chelsea versus Arsenal? I'm hoping Arsenal get the win. Oh, me too. I don't know if it will happen or not though. I think on paper you'd say that Arsenal win, right? Better form, like a reasonably clean bill of health at the moment as well. I'm late to the stream. Is Haaland good? Anyone who's late and are just joining the stream now, honestly, guys, as soon as I find out the information, I will tell you. We should be getting it any second now. I know I've been saying that for the last minute, but it really should be soon. It really should be soon. Justice for show team gang. Show beans? Would you bench... Cat FPL Mate or Mrs. FPL Mate? Ooh, that's a good question. I'd have to bench Mrs. FPL Mate, unfortunately. Right, come on. Right, here's the team news. Here it is. What on earth is... Okay, it's a troll. Okay, are we actually getting actual team news, or are we just getting the troll? Interesting. So are we getting... what happens next? I don't know. Let's hear him out. I don't even know what he says. This seems risky. Hang on, let me listen to it on mute. And then what if he says the gamer word? I know it's a troll, but if this is the gamer word, then my whole channel is gonna get taken down. All right. Okay, I don't think he's going to say the gamer word. So, all right, we will watch it together. This is still a little bit risky.
Hello, hi, thank you so much for coming. It's incredible so beautiful to have so many of you to find out this news from Team News Antics to give you a top advantage over your FPL rivals and the people like so many great content creators out there. I know it's important for you. It's so beautiful for me to give you this information. So look, I'm not going to give you the full team because it's too much advantage. But what I'm going to give you is something special. And so what I need to tell you is that in the 11, the starting 11, there is no Haaland and there is no Foden. Okay? So that is the information I have you is top information, and it's very important. So beautiful, and good luck. I am a big fan of FPL, so I hope you get some green arrows, and we can toast here. Okay, so that's my top tip. It's no surprise. Good luck. No Haaland, no Foden in the starting 11. Okay, then maybe on a bench, but I don't know. I cannot tell you that. So beautiful. Only you believe.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Right. That's neither. I think this is legit. I think this could be legit. Now the question is, what do we do about that? We have 15 minutes. The website's down. That bit of team news has crashed the website. Oh, well. I think it's reliable. No Foden, no Haaland. Website is down? Damn, Daniel. Okay. Right. What's the solution? What is the solution? Well, I mean, Foden, I think, is a sell. I mean, I imagine the FPL website will be back up soon. This is chaos, right, guys? This is absolute chaos. So what do we do? What do we do? I'm trying to figure out some kind of solution to this. I didn't expect both of them to be out. I thought we might get one out, the other in. Does this mean Alvarez is starting? Pretty much does mean that Alvarez is starting, doesn't it? It does mean Alvarez is starting, doesn't it? Haaland for the bench. Haaland to sell. What do your instincts say? What do your instincts say? Haaland could come on. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And if he does, he could do some damage against a tired team. So no Foden, no Haaland. We've got 12 minutes till deadline. What's the solution? Shall I mess about? Let's mess about in my for my team. Let's have a little mess around here. Oh wait, I can't do it, can I? Alright, I can't do it on there. I can mess around with it on. Alright, well that's the situation we've got right now. Wilson or DCL or Alvarez in for Haaland. I would consider Alvarez. Thing is, Haaland could come off the bench and do something, and also you're gonna want Haaland for next game week, so it's difficult to say sell him. I think Foden is much easier to sell, but it's like about how you raise the funds in order to do that. So I think Haaland is a keep. I think Foden is a sell. I think you should try and get De Bruyne in and captain him. If you can. But I don't know how you're going to do that. Is it worth a -4? I'm just weighing up my options here. I want to get De Bruyne in. I want to get De Bruyne in for Foden. That's what I knew I was going to do. If Foden wasn't starting and Haaland was... Well, if Foden wasn't starting, I pretty much decided I was going to get De Bruyne. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm still going to start Haaland. I just won't captain him. I might have to sell Salah. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to sell Salah. Noel says Foden to De Bruyne and Kane to Wilson, right? Or just Foden to Almiron, but I need a strong captain choice. Yeah, no, you're right the first time. Foden to De Bruyne and Kane to Wilson seems pretty straightforward. That seems pretty good to me. I think I found a solution. It seems like the mobile app is working. I don't know if the... No, that's not what... I think mobile app is working only. All right. Is this worth a -4? That's the question. This is very, very frustrating. Chaos, absolute chaos. I might have to take a -4. Mobile app is gone too. Oh, okay. Well, this is where we're at then. Another week, another disaster. Right. Well, I'm going to try and make this transfer. Let's see if it works. But yeah, I think I'm taking a -4. Captain Wilson or Salah, you think? Possibly, maybe Wilson? App is working, but it says error. Mobile app is slow. All right, so make sure we just got to keep trying for the next, however many minutes. Yeah, this is not great from FPL, is it? Oh dear. Will the app even load? Can I at least change my captain? Will it let me change my captain even if I can't make transfers? Nope. Damn. All right. Well, website's down. Everyone just keep trying, I guess. We'll see if we can get to work. This is very, very frustrating. Yeah, I don't have a clue what's going on with Foden. Like, that's a... Website's work. Some people saying the website's working. I'm not... It's not... Doesn't seem to be working for me. Yeah, I'm just getting an error every time I try and make transfers. So I don't really know what the solution here is. So frustrated by this, I just love the drama. Okay, if you just keep clicking confirm, it eventually works? Is that right? It's all a ploy, nobody's benched, and the website is working. Alright, for some people it's works, for some people it's working, for other people it's not working. For me it's not working. Aha! It let me change my captain. Okay, well that's a good start. Wait! Has it worked? Am I done? I can't change my captain now. Oh my word, I'm panicking, I'm panicking. Come on! Please, confirm. Just close the app without confirm. Okay. Please, please, please. Just keep trying, guys. Like, I think it does work if you keep trying. If you keep trying over and over again, eventually you can get it to work. Right, I'm going to send a screenshot of my team to my computer because obviously I'm not going to be able to show it on screen. Yeah, I can't show it on screen. So, right, I'm going to put a screenshot on screen, I guess. It worked on my 12th try. Yeah, okay. So, guys, the solution is keep trying. Keep trying, keep spamming. Eventually it will work. News on Haaland and Foden. Both of them are benched. Both of them are benched. Haaland and Foden are both benched. So, do what you will with that information. It is panic time. We've got 4,000 people watching right now. Get those likes on the stream whilst you're waiting for something to work. This is crazy, right? This is absolutely mad. Hopefully you guys can get your transfers in time. But look, just keep trying. Keep trying. It will work. It will work. Just keep trying. We've got 5 minutes. Just keep spamming. Confirm. Eventually it works. Some people saying in the chat, it worked on my 12th try, it worked on my 22nd try. If you keep trying, guys, you will get there eventually. But yeah, no Foden, no Haaland. Both of those players are very unfortunately mudded. Ali Hussein says -8 for Saka and Foden, out for De Bruyne and Almiron. Ooh. I don't know about that. A -8 seems like a lot. It does seem like a lot. But yeah, guys, Chris Freer says spam confirm. It will keep saying error and then eventually it will say success. Cool. Actually, it says work for me. Yeah, it is working. You just got to keep trying. Keep trying. Manage my transfers and to switch my captain. Spamming works. Yes, Verity. You've got it. The app works. So yeah, this is all on the app. So don't do it on the website. Go on the app. Yeah, we're just getting server errors on the website. But on the app, if you can download the app, if you haven't got it already, go to the Play Store or the Google. I don't know what it's called, but the Apple Store, the App Store. So yeah, and download the Premier League app if you haven't got it already. Spam confirm. It will work eventually. It will work eventually. Chase Foden for Mahrez. That's not the worth shout. A nice little differential there. Okay, seems to be working for a few of you guys. That's excellent news. Kept saying server error. Yeah, it does say that, but it does say server error, but it does work eventually. The app is not working. It is working. You just have to keep trying, and you'll get there eventually. Foden is not playing. Haaland is not playing. Is it FPL Twitter in a meltdown? Oh dear. This is pretty wild. But I think my team has saved. I'm just gonna keep double checking mine. I would imagine you guys should probably do the same, just to make sure. Double check, triple check. Wait, why is it put the Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about where my... Yeah, this is a little bit dodgy. I don't know for sure if any of this is going through because I just reloaded my app and it put a captain's armband on a different player. So I don't know actually if any of this is going through. Yeah, it doesn't let me change my vice captain. Damn it, guys. You guys taking -8s and -4s and... Right, anyway, let's right, I'm gonna show my team. So let me just send this file over to my computer and then I can show you what I did with my team. Right, send file to, so this is a screenshot I'm gonna put on screen for you guys of what I've done for my team. So coming in now. Yeah, I think that should be a pretty good team going into this this new game week. So, show team gang. Hopefully, you've got your you could, if you wanted to copy my team or follow along with transfer moves, that's absolutely fine, and you are able to do that today. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I've done with my team. Hopefully, that all makes sense. So, wait, did I lag out? Did I freeze again? Did you guys got to see my team though before? You guys got to see my team before it crashed though, right? No? You see my? You see? It briefly. No, you didn't. You didn't see my. Oh no! Oh, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? So I couldn't even show you my transfers. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh no! Oh, hello. What's your name? Oh, is it the Oscar? Is it the Oscar? Has the Oscar once again for another week been awarded to the great Mate? Oh, I mean, I feel like obviously I feel like I was a fairly decent troll, but at the same time, is it the time for joking around? Is it the time for joking around? Because that was stressful. That was really stressful, wasn't it? Like, it's not really the time to be joking around. But anyway, guys, I will show you properly. Hopefully you can see this okay. Sorry, I've had to grab a screenshot from my mobile just because it wasn't working. Let's make it a tiny bit smaller. But here's my team. There you go. You can see that pretty well, right? So yeah, I actually took a -4. I've taken a -4. I wish I hadn't taken a -4, but I did. So I transferred out 3 players. I transferred out Salah, Mitrovic, and Foden. So Salah, Mitrovic, Foden have gone. And I transferred in De Bruyne and captained him. I transferred in Rashford, ready for next game week. And I've got Wilson in there as well. I don't know how I feel about the Wilson transfer. I'm happy, like, the De Bruyne and the Rashford moves, I think, were good. The Wilson move, I'm not sure if I'm going to live to regret that one. Basically, I need Wilson to outscore Mitrovic by 4 points to make that worth it in this game week. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I'm not 100% sure. But I thought, let's just take a risk. Like, my rank can't get much worse than this, so let's just take a risk on that one. Because if Wilson goes off, then I'm in big trouble. Yeah, that's rough, though. That was a rough deadline. In fact, that's probably the roughest deadline because of the duration of the servers being down, that's got to be the roughest deadline I've ever seen. Danish Merchant says, why not Darwin instead of Wilson? I thought about it, but actually what I think I want to do is bring in Darwin next game week. I would play Wilson this week and then transfer Wilson to Darwin next week. Because I look at this team and I don't need to make any more transfers. Like, there's no, unless someone gets injured, this is all fine. And this is going to be amazing for game week 16. So I'll make the luxury transfer next week. So yeah, for that reason, maybe I've taken a little bit of a risk here by going for Wilson instead of Mitrovic, but like, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. But it is what it is. Yeah, I have no idea if my team... To be fair, I don't even know if my team actually was confirmed or not. I guess we'll find out. I wonder if FPL will put out a little statement this time. Dan, be honest, do you like the chaos of the site crash roulette? Do I like the chaos? I think it's unfair. I definitely think it's unfair. Does it add to the entertainment value of FPL in what is essentially an entertainment-based game? Well, yeah, it does. I mean, it's entertaining, but it goes against the rules. It's like, it's literally unfair. The rules are that you can make transfers up until the deadline, which was today, 1:30 p.m. in the UK time. So if you can't actually make transfers, then it's simply unfair. Is it entertaining? Is it like, yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is. Particularly if you're on the right side of it, of course it's going to be entertaining, but you know, this literally goes against the rules of FPL. The FPL say, you know, this is the time where you get to play, get to make your transfers until, and you weren't able to do that, and that goes against the spirit of the game. So yeah, it's obviously a bad thing, very obviously a bad thing, and I don't think you can compare it to early team news, because early team news, there's nothing against the rules. You know, you gotta remember, guys, if you've been playing for a few years, you'll remember that in previous years, the deadline would be 1 hour before deadline, and we'd get team news, incredibly reliable, full team sheets, sort of 10 minutes, 15 minutes before every single deadline. We'd always get the full team news. We don't get that anymore. We get a little bit of information here and there where you can. So I don't think it's really comparable. I think the fairest thing would just be to put the deadline at kickoff. Then everyone knows that everyone knows the team sheets for 100% sure. They'll know it for an hour to make those transfers. I think that's probably the fairest way. Jakob says it's a joke, really. It is, kind of, yeah. What do you guys think then about like early team news? Because I'm going to stay on it until we get official team news. Should I remove my... like, this is so ugly on screen. Can I, like, crop it down a little bit at least? There you go. I'm just going to put that, like, there. So if you want to see my team, you can. Actually, let's move it up a little. No. Move up. There we go. Yeah. What do you guys reckon? Do you think it's fair that some people have access to early team news? I mean, we all got it. But maybe people who are in different time zones might not. Like, I know some people say, oh, it's unfair. People who are more dedicated get the early team news, and those people who like play more casually don't get the early team news. But then that's just like, I don't really buy that excuse. Like, if you're putting in extra effort to try and get the team news, then you kind of deserve it. But like, in terms of different time zones and stuff, that is kind of harsh, because if you are not awake right now, then maybe it's like unfair, right? I hid what I was doing? No, I did not. I did not. My team is on screen. I didn't even make this decision until the last minute. League team news is killing this game. FPL can't help 100,000 of people surging on the site at the same time. Yeah, but that's an FPL problem, not a team league problem. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. Like, you don't like if you go to, if like, I don't know, say you live in a village and there's a doctor's surgery in your town or your village, and it's always full and you can never get an appointment. You don't say, well, if people stop getting ill, then maybe there'd be some more space at the doctor's surgery. But if a doctor's surgery is consistently overcrowded, then it probably needs a bigger doctor's surgery, you know? If there is one shop supplying an entire city and everyone is piling into the shop, you can't move, it's unsafe. The problem isn't, you know, we need to cull the population. We need to maybe, I don't know, release a Tyrannosaurus Rex into the city just to kind of reduce the population a little bit. No, you don't say that. You say build a bigger shop. I would say the same thing. So I'm not. The server crashing isn't the leak team news' fault. Well, I mean it is, but at the same time, all that says is that they need more servers, right? So there we go. People are saying that we got some different news now. I don't know. Thabo says, been watching you for 2 years. By far the most intense deadline stream. You were panicking. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was an incredibly intense deadline. People say now Foden is starting. Are you joking? Wait, is this? I actually don't know. Oh, okay. So people saying that people who put the Haaland starting tweets, Andy Murray, like the tennis player. How? The tennis player Andy Murray. What? FPL site is shocking crashes every week before deadline. Wait, is this the Foden news? What is going on? What is happening? I don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. What Foden is starting? Like, according to who? Because remember, there is a million trolls. The team news we got before was from a reliable source. Where is this Foden news coming from? Is there a different Andy Murray? This one? This Andy Murray. He hasn't tweeted since the 27th of October. So where is this? Yeah, people saying Foden starting. Where are you getting this information from? Erling Haaland is with the City squad. Right, well, they said 28 minutes ago that Erling Haaland and Phil Foden do not start for Man City versus Fulham. Now, where are you saying that they've said... No one is given... Andy_Murray. The tennis player? What am I looking at? I'm on Andy_Murray. The tennis. He says FPL shot is shocking. Crashes every week before deadline. Did he say anything else about Foden? He's not said anything about Foden. Is this a troll? Is this a troll? This is a troll. This is a troll. Why would you tell his... You know what? I know exactly what this is. If that's a troll, then I have to applaud you guys because that is actually very funny. I was thinking, what? Why is Andy Murray saying the phone is starting? Why does he have access to this information? All right. I know where, but there will be some people who do think Foden is starting. And it will be people who go on like live score and look at the predicted, like they'll go on this. Do we? Oh wait, no, I'm not under 18. Oh, okay, fine. I've clicked under 18. People will go on this, right? They'll go on this page here. Can you guys see this? Okay. And they'll say, "Ooh, I can see here that Foden is starting." Can you indeed? Can you indeed? Or have you just not read this top bit of text here, where it very, very clearly says possible lineup? Could it be that you just haven't read that bit? What's another website that people use? FOTMob. This gets me every time in chat. People do this. They say, "Oh, I know the lineups. I know the lineups. See, Foden is starting. I saw it on FOTMob." Again, not reading probable lineup. You don't read. And if you don't read, you don't get the correct information. So, if you're on FOTMob, if you're on OneFootball, if you're on SofaScore, if you're on LiveScore, and you read a lineup there, until it says confirmed lineup on your screen, then it is not confirmed. It is just a prediction. I don't know why people think that that's real. It's not. It's a probable lineup. And even when we get the confirmed lineup, it still doesn't have the formations. But, well trolled, guys. Like, I mean, what was I thinking? Andy Murray. Why would Andy Murray have team news? Why did I even, like, bite? Why did I bite on that one? I mean, like, how did that even happen? Like, who even come up with that? Andy Murray, that's so random. I think it's because someone said, look at Andy Murray's tweet, and that someone else said separately, Foden isn't starting, and I somehow put those together because people wanted me to look at this tweet because it was funny from Andy Murray, and the other people saying Foden is starting after all. These people were just trolling, and because those messages were coming in at the same time, I put them together and somehow decided that Andy Murray had leaked team news that Foden is in fact starting. Oh, all right. Well, from now on, guys, I guess, is this a channel meme now? Is this a channel meme? From now on, whenever we want to get team news, we get it from Andy Murray. Emma Raducanu says Foden's playing. Foden, Raducanu, Murray, whoever. We now get our team news from tennis players. The Oscar is ours. Says someone in the chat. All right, you guys earned this. Take your Oscar. Take your Oscar. I don't need this anymore because you've done me. You've done me. What's Nadal saying? Has he got any team news for us? Djokovic? Alright, people saying Foden is playing. I know where you're getting this from. You're on SofaScore, aren't you? Everyone in the chat saying Foden is playing. You've lost the plot. Sam Lee apparently confirmed now. Okay, well that's the problems arise when we find out that De Bruyne or Cancelo are not starting. This is the wrong Sam Lee. This is the right Sam Lee. Okay, there you go. Well, I mean, yeah, Sam Lee is very reliable. We get the team news. Put a poll up. Yeah, should we do a poll for the last 10 minutes before we get to final team news? I think we should. Do a captain poll. What do you reckon, guys? All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a poll. Who was your Game Week 15 captain? Who did you go for your Game Week 15 captain? Let me know in the chat who you put, so I know like what kind of options we're going for. I imagine De Bruyne is one of the options. Maybe some of you still captained Haaland, maybe by mistake. Maybe some of you captained Salah. Let me know, guys, which kind of players you captained this week. And I'll kind of pick out the most popular ones, and I'll put them in a poll. And then we'll do a proper vote, and then hopefully everyone can get involved in that one. Who is your Game Week 15 captain? So I'm going to put De Bruyne in first. It seems like some people still put Haaland in. Cancelo. Jakob says, if KDB not starting, I delete my FPL account. Fair enough. Fair enough. Cancelo. All right. This is going to be a real split. So I've put in the poll De Bruyne, Haaland, Cancelo, and other. So they're going to be in the poll. But I know for a fact that other is going to be huge because you're going to have Trippier, you're going to have Wilson, we're going to have Salah, Rashford, maybe. Can have all kinds of players in there. Alvarez, by the looks of a few people, I know Ross Raptor captained Alvarez, and judging by his season so far, I'm sure a few people will be joining him on that one. All right, there we go then, guys. Polls in. Get those votes in. I'm expecting to see other very high though. I haven't put Salah in the poll, unfortunately. Are people just not voting, or is it just lagging for me? Given the nature of this stream, it's probably lag, right? Oh, the votes are in now. Yeah, other is going to be huge. Apparently Mitrovic benched? According to who? According to who? Commiserations to anyone who didn't manage to change their captain. Like, that's... I mean... yeah. Is Mitrovic actually on the bench? Shut up. Shut up. According to who? Ah, according to FPL Rockstar. Okay, that's reliable. Mitrovic benched. Damn. Okay, now I'm really glad I took that -4. Now I'm really glad I made that -4. Tuckles here in Mitrovic's bench, no cap. Yeah, no cap indeed. It's for real. It's for real. Mitrovic bench. Jeez. Haaland bench, Mitrovic bench, Foden bench. It is Benchgate. It is Benchgate. Well, I hope no one has Haaland captain, Mitrovic vice captain. Need these unlimited transfers ASAP. No doubt. Now, if Wilson is benched, then we're in trouble. If we start getting some other big players benched, we are in big trouble. Very entertaining deadline approach. Thanks, Dan. I mean, hopefully it's entertaining at least. We're going to get confirmation on all the team news very, very shortly, guys. 5 minutes time. Looks like a lot of you guys went for De Bruyne as your captain. Haaland captain, Trippier vice captain. I know because you guys managed to get me earlier, you guys are just going to keep trolling me. So if you're going to try and trick me, I would, if you've got something good, save it for next week, because I'm very much on edge now. I'm not believing anything until I see it now. You won't trick me twice in one stream, and that's not a challenge. I'm going to assume everything in the chat is a lie. So, but yeah, I have no doubt you'll be able to get me again, but just not today. No Mitrovic apparently. No, that's confirmed. No Mitrovic. Shout out to Tuckles, by the way, who put in a super chat to let us all know the good news. The good news, the bad news. It's good news for me. It's bad news for other people. I don't know why I said that. I apologise. Oh, here we go. Check live score for the confirmed teams. Haaland on the bench. Yeah, we know. No Mitrovic, we know. Sold Foden for Rashford. I think that might come in clutch, to be fair. Man City benched, yeah. Just as a... Just bench everything. Bench everyone. Bench me. Can I go on the bench? Wait. Oh, people are trolling with all kinds of things, saying every kind of player is playing or not playing. I'm believing anything. I'm waiting 4 minutes, and I'm gonna get every single confirmed player who is playing and who is not playing. I'm not believing you guys. You're not getting me today. Reliable team news in 4 minutes, exactly. We'll get it from the club in 4 minutes. Well, 3 minutes now, so. All right, I think I'm going to end that poll as well, guys. So, final results, guys, are De Bruyne 30%, Haaland 29%, Cancelo 14%, and other 27%. I feel like there should be more on other. But, yeah, it seems like a lot of people got stuck on Haaland captain, which is kind of, yeah, not ideal, really. Oh, well. There you go. That's confirmed. Andy captain Alvarez as well. Wow. So Ross and Andy captain Alvarez. Well, over De Bruyne. Or do they not have De Bruyne? Or was it hard for them to get De Bruyne? I mean, I guess I'll have a look on Twitter after the stream finishes. City posted lineup. Have they actually? Again, I'm not going to believe anything. I'm not believing anything that anyone says, ever. Let's refresh though, see if we get anything come in. If we just go on the official FPL site, they retweet all of them anyway, don't they? And he didn't have KDB, I don't think. Right, fair enough. Look, Alvarez is a fine captain as a backup. I still do prefer De Bruyne though. Like, it did feel like De Bruyne was the captain to go for, right? Did any of I don't know if any of you guys have been following any other content creators. Did anyone else sell Haaland? That'd be kind of interesting to know. Alfred Churchill says, my wife is sitting here with me asking me what we're all doing and why Andy Murray is tweeting about the FPL site crashing. Could you do a shout out to her? Yes, I can. Alfred's wife, Mrs. Churchill, if you've taken Alfred's name. Mrs. Nondescript maiden name, if not. Shout out to you. Let me tell you what's going on. So, Andy Murray is an avid FPL player, apparently, and was very disappointed that the website for FPL did indeed crash. So he vented his frustrations on Twitter. That's fine. The problem arises where people in my chat start telling me that Andy Murray has Man City team news. But now we're just getting complicated. So, yeah, that's it. Andy from Let's Talk FPL went Haaland to Alvarez. Is he reversing it next game week? Because you kind of need to... Oh, he sold Mitrovic for Alvarez. That's more sensible. And it's paid off already, really, you'd say. Okay. We're hopefully going to get some team news. I can't be bothered to go to each individual clubs, so I'm just going to keep refreshing official FPL's page because I know they're going to tweet out all of the teams. They're going to retweet all of the Premier League's releases, so I'm just going to keep refreshing here. But I imagine you guys maybe able to get the news slightly quicker than me. But I'm just gonna look for it here. Unless they're not doing it. All right. You know what? Screw you, FPL. You've given me a job, but that's about it. All right. So De Bruyne is playing. Interesting. Probably going to be able to play quite freely and advanced in that kind of situation, isn't he? All right. So Cancelo's starting. De Bruyne is starting. Bernardo's starting. Alvarez is starting. Diaz is on the bench again. Laporte is on the bench. Foden and Haaland on the bench as expected. Have they retweeted everything yet? They're retweeting. They are retweeting stuff slowly but surely. So there you go. There's your Man City team news. Let's go through all of the other clubs. So next, Fulham. So confirmation that Mitrovic is not even in the squad. Wow. Okay, so something's happened there. Some people are saying illness. I saw some people say illness. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe there's an injury there. And if there's an injury, he may not even play in 16. Because if it's like even if it's a minor injury, they're not going to risk him before the World Cup, I don't think. He will just not have it. So, maybe it's a minor injury. Maybe it's an illness. I'm not sure. We'll hopefully find the answers to that within the next hour or so. But yeah, that's not ideal, right? Okay, moving on, guys. I don't think there's anything else really of too much a note in that Fulham's lineup. Hang on. Leeds. We're not Leeds next. So, no Bamford. I know a few people will actually... Wait, is there Bamford? No, Bamford is not even in the squad. I know a few people were talking about bringing in Bamford. I doubt many people actually went through with that, though. But no Bamford in the squad. Interesting. Should be more minutes for Rodrigo, to be fair. So if you're a Rodrigo owner, maybe that's a good thing for you. Oh, we've got... I hate the way Wolves do their team news. Tuckles in the Super Chat says, I still played Haaland. Think he gets 35 minutes. Yes, I hope so as well. I've done the same. Hope Twitch is going well. Let us know when you're streaming again. We'll pop in and drop some subs. Oh, don't worry about it, Tuckles. I'm not streaming that much on Twitch at the moment, just because it's just lagging too much. Maybe I'll do some rewards on Twitch at some point. Starting 11 for Wolves. Sa, Semedo, Collins, Kilman, Bueno, Traore, Neves... Moutinho, Guedes, Huang, and Podence. Obviously, no Diego Costa because of suspension. Like Nori's on the bench, Adama Traore's on the bench. Nothing too majorly interesting in that one, I don't think. Brentford, obviously, no Tony because of suspension. We've got Raya, Roslev, me, Pinnock, Henry, Janel, Jensen, De Silva, Lewis Potter, and Boomer and Visser. Yeah, pretty standard. Given the options that they have right now, that's pretty much everything. That's pretty much their whole team, right? Nottingham Forest. So Nico Williams is back. Aurier's playing. Anyone watch the video I made yesterday? Put up yesterday. Did anyone watch that? Ankle ligament for Mitrovic, someone says. Damn. The video I made last night said well, it was the AI, artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence rates Aurier as the best 4.5 million defender for the next 2 game weeks. So, let's see if it got that right. Okay, AFC Bournemouth. So, Solanke's playing, which is good. Kiefer Moore is playing, and he's quality, apparently. So, there we go. Sorry, I've been talking for too long. We've been streaming for 2 hours now. Yeah, interesting. Pretty standard though from Bournemouth. But yeah, we've got Haaland and Foden on the bench. We knew about that. Is that everything? Is that everyone? Is that all of us? I think that's your lot in terms of team news. It sounds like some of you guys got Aurier. You guys got Aurier? Wait, where's the Brighton team news? Oh, did I miss it? I missed Brian. Okay. So, let's have a look at this. So, Dunk, Webster, and... Ooh, what is this formation? This is interesting. We're missing a centre-back. Is that 4 at the back? Any Brighton fans in the chat? What do you reckon? Is it 4 at the back, do you think? Or is someone else slotting in there? I don't think... From looking at this, I don't think Trossard is playing... Could Trossard be playing striker? I mean, you've got March for the right-hand side, Estepinian for the left-hand side. Unless March is playing, like, in a centre-back position. But that just wouldn't happen, would it? FotMob has... Oh, no, we're not doing this again. FotMob are just wrong. They don't have a clue. Honestly, they just put the players in randomly. We've got a better chance of trying to work it out ourselves. So Estepinian left, March right, Webster Dunk 2 centre-backs. And then... Is it... Yeah, I know people say Trossard is a striker, but, you know... Brighton could have Undav playing, Welbeck playing, and every other striker playing, and people would, and they could have no fullbacks on their starting 11, and people would still say, "Yeah, I feel like Welbeck is probably going to drop into left back, and Trossard will play a striker." It happens every week. So I'm not buying it until I see it. But at the same time, there's a good chance. Mitoma, could it be Mitoma striker? Probably not. It probably is Trossard striker, right? Has Mitoma got any experience playing as a striker? If not, then I think that probably confirms it. Let's have a look. Not really is the answer. So, you would probably say in that case, it's a 4-3-2-1. No, 4-2-3-1 with Trossard striker, right? That's what it sounds like to me. So, Mitoma and Gross. Mitoma, Gross, and Lallana? Maybe? The 3 playing behind Trossard striker? It won't be Gross right back, will it? Oh, is a... Right. Right. I'm gonna have to put my foot down here. I'm putting my foot down because this really, really winds me up. If you believe what FotMob says right now, then you're a fool. You are a fool. We're gonna have to do this again. a couple of weeks ago, we had this exact same situation, and we look at the Brighton lineup, and everyone was saying, football says Adam Lallana is playing at left back, so I think it must be correct. Adam Lallana has never played a game at left back in his entire career. FootMob just puts the players in randomly, pretty much. He just puts the players in randomly. So if FootMob says Gross right back, that doesn't mean that he's right back. Solly March has been playing right back all season and last season. Why would March suddenly not play at right back? And Gross, has he even ever played right back in his entire career? I don't think he has. I mean, maybe he has a few games, but certainly not a lot. If you believe everything you see on FootMob, then you are just mugging yourself off. So, in his career, in his entire career, Pascal Gross has played one game at right back. One game. And you want to tell me that Solly March, who's in the same squad, let's see how many games in his career he's played in that right hand side position. Solly March, who has played literally all of his games. Well, not all of his games, but most of his games in that left or right position. It tells you everything. Now, interestingly, I don't know if March has played right back in a flat back four or not. But he's always playing as a wing back, isn't he? He's always left wing back or right wing back. Annoyingly, they don't have left wing back and right wing back on Transfermarkt. So it just says left mid and right mid. But yeah, this season it's pretty much every game he's played right wing back, hasn't he? Pretty much every game. Yeah, 10. Yeah. 10 out of 12 he's played at right wing back. It's going to be the same. Corey says, Dan, I'm Brighton fan. Gross right back, Trossard striker, right wing. Because FootMob is saying it? Or because that is actually likely? He did play. Well, actually, I don't know where he played against Chelsea. It looked like he was in that position. Gross is right back on every football app, so why wouldn't he be? Right, stop looking at football apps. I'm telling you, stop it. Every football app had Lallana playing at left back a couple of weeks ago. It's the same team, the same situation. They just stick players in randomly. Watching Dan discuss Brighton tactics is painful. I'm not discussing Brighton tactics. I'm discussing stop believing everything you see on FootMob or LiveScore before the game has even kicked off. It's on the FPL app. Right, oh my word. Now, making predictions is fine, based on information. Like Corey is saying, I'm a Brighton fan. Gross looked like he was playing right back for the majority of the game against Chelsea. That is a good way of deciding that Gross is playing right back, and maybe that's true. Using, I can't be bothered to do this again. We did this before. All right, I'll do it I'll do it quickly, and I'm not talking about it again. And I'm leaving this stream because I'm so annoyed. Live score is pretty much always right. Are you joking? It is always wrong. I'm actually triggered. It is always wrong. It is wrong so often. Like, so often you see like Harry Maguire playing left wing, or like, I don't know, like Raheem Sterling playing centre back. You see it all the time on these websites. They don't have the... What do you think? What do you think is happening? Right. So you got De Zerbi, the Brighton manager. He's in the dressing room. He's setting up his team ready for the game. Do you think he's calling up all of these websites? Hello, is this the web developer at FootMob? Yeah, I've got my whole team sheet here for you. I'm going to tell you exactly where every one of my players is playing. So I've put Adam Lallana, who's playing at left centre back today. I've put Neil Morpay, who he's left the club, but I brought him back on a loan to play in goal. So we're going to do that today. There you go. Right. Make sure you jot that down on your website. I know I've got to call in another few websites. I've got enough few websites, and then I've got to get back to the tactics. We've got to get to the tactics. I've got to tell the team what to do. We're about to kick off, mate. But all right, Caesar, I'll let you know the lineup again next week. All right, I've got to ring One Football up next. All right, One Football up next. Hello, One Football. Oh dear. Live score is really you're trolling me now. You're trolling me. You're actually having me on. You are actually having me on. For God's sake. But yeah, look, if Gross played there last week and Brighton fans, you reckon he could play there again? Then maybe. But sure, not Solly March though. Solly March playing a little bit further forward, potentially. Mackenzie says you're just wrong though. About what? About football websites getting lineups wrong constantly. They do it all the time. They get it wrong constantly. I have not got that wrong at all. I might be wrong about March playing right back, and so yeah, it could be. Yeah, I could be wrong about Pascal Gross. He could be playing at right back. I would have intuitively said that March would play at right back, but look, if Brighton fans are telling me differently, then they're the real experts here, not me. So live score equals formation randomizer. It's so true. It's so true. They just randomly slap players anywhere they like. And if you genuinely believe those lineups, then you're a buffoon. You are a buffoon. Aaron says, "Can we move on from this now?" Yeah. Kevin says, "You just said Gross never plays right back and won't play right back. You're wrong because he is the right back." I apologise, Kevin. I could be wrong about that one. And to be fair, technically, I was wrong when I said he's never played right back because he played there once. But in 400 career games, one game at right back is not exactly a trend. So you can kind of understand why I would kind of come to that conclusion. But look, if Brighton fans reckon he's playing right back, then I'm more than happy to take the L on that one. Is Lamptey worth a punt? Probably not. Probably not. You can tell some people are new to these streams. I'm not usually this I don't know, animated, I guess, in the videos. He's played right wing back loads. Loads? Yeah, maybe he didn't run at 1 mile per hour. You haven't seen me this worked up before? Oh, this is just post deadline. We just have fun on these streams. We don't hold back. Beardy, the Bruce Lee Central, says Haaland and Foden will come on second half and probably score some goals. I mean, I'm hoping that Haaland comes on second half and maybe does something. Anyway, we seem to be going around in circles in the chat now. And if I think it's because we've run out of things to talk about, to be honest. But, look, I'm going to call it there. I need to finish off my Foot Champs games. I started so well, by the way, on Foot Champs. I was 8-3. And then I played a few games this morning. I'm now 8-6. I've lost 3-3. It happens. It happens. But yeah, I do need to I do need to finish off my foot champs games, and I'm going out. I want to watch the football, but obviously 3 o'clock kickoffs. Maybe I'll. You never know. Sometimes the football, even though it isn't broadcast in the UK, sometimes it just presents itself to you. We won't talk any much further than that. But yeah, guys. Hopefully, most of you guys have got your teams locked in. Hopefully, it worked. Your transfers worked. Your captaincies worked, and stuff like that. I know this is going to be a real problematic week for a lot of people. It's going to be a chaos week, which is going to be fun. But yeah, we're going to call it there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back next week where we'll get some more early team news from Andy Murray himself. We'll see if Emma Raducanu has any early team news as well. Anything we get from the tennis players, we will deliver to you. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to try and make a World Cup related video this weekend. Don't forget, I also streamed yesterday. I did a World Cup fantasy stream yesterday if you want to go check that out. But I'll try and make a video today or tomorrow. I'm going to try and put something out on my second channel as well, possibly today, possibly tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. Next major bit of FPL content will be on either tomorrow night or probably tomorrow night. We'll do a strategy stream, but that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you later, mates. Bye-bye.